Long, long ago, before Christmas trees twinkled and carols filled the air, the world was a quieter, lonelier place. The stars still shone at night, the rivers still sang softly, and people still shared laughter and love. But something was missing. There was no single day when the whole world stopped to celebrate joy, peace, and kindness. People prayed, worked, and lived. Yet they often forgot to stop and smile at one another. Even the stars up in the sky whispered among themselves. The earth needs something special, a day to remember, a day to love. And somewhere high above the clouds, a gentle voice, soft as moonlight, replied, "The time will come. A child will be born, and with him, hope will be born too." Far away in a quiet village called Nazareth, there lived a young woman named Mary. She was kind and thoughtful, always helping her neighbors and caring for the poor. She had a heart so pure that even the doves seemed to follow her wherever she went. One morning, as she was drawing water from her village well, a bright light surrounded her, warmer than the sun, yet gentle as dawn. From that light appeared an angel, shining with silver wings and eyes full of peace. "Mary," said the angel softly, "you have been chosen for something very special. You will bring a child into this world, not just any child, but one who will fill hearts with love, kindness, and hope. You will call him Jesus." Mary was afraid at first, but the angel's voice was so calm it felt like a lullaby. She bowed her head and whispered, "Let it be as you say." And that moment, far away in the heavens, the stars began to sparkle brighter, as if they were already celebrating something wonderful yet to come. Months passed, and one night, Mary and her husband Joseph set out on a long journey. The emperor had ordered that everyone must return to their hometown to be counted, and Joseph's hometown was Bethlehem, miles and miles away through hills and deserts. They rode on a small donkey, carrying only what they needed. The nights were cold, and the wind whistled softly across the sand. But Mary hummed gentle songs, feeling warmth in her heart. The stars above watched closely. Among them was one star brighter than the rest, glowing like a diamond in the night. The stars whispered to each other, "Look, that's the guiding star. It will show the world where the child will be born." By the time Mary and Joseph reached Bethlehem, the town was crowded. Every inn, every house, and every guest room was full. The streets were noisy with travelers and merchants, and no one had a place to offer. Mary and Joseph knocked on door after door, but all they heard was, "Sorry, there is no room." Finally, a kind innkeeper said, "There is a small stable behind my inn. It's not much, but it's warm and safe." So, under the soft glow of the moon, they entered a small stable filled with animals: a sleepy donkey, a gentle cow, and a few sheep resting in the hay. And that night, something extraordinary happened. Mary gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. She wrapped him in a soft cloth and laid him in a manger, a wooden trough where the animals ate their hay. And as the baby let out his first tiny cry, the bright star above Bethlehem burst into light, shining so brilliantly that the entire sky seemed to sing. That night, the night Jesus was born, was the first Christmas, though no one called it that yet. There were no decorated trees, no presents under them, no jingling bells. There was only a family and a few animals surrounding a newborn child. But in that simple scene, something magical happened. A spark of love lit up the world. And from that night onward, people remembered. Every year, when winter came and the nights grew long, they lit candles and told the story of the child who brought light into the darkness, the night when love was born. Many, many years later, people began to celebrate that sacred night in their own special ways. Some brought evergreen trees into their homes because evergreens stay green all year, just like love and hope never fade away. Some bake sweet treats to share with neighbors, remembering that kindness tastes best when it's shared. Children hung stockings by the fire, remembering the story of Saint Nicholas, a kind man who gave gifts to the poor in secret. Slowly, songs were written, bells were rung, candles were lit, and joy spread across the world. People began to call it Christmas, which means the celebration of Christ. And so, every December, when the cold winds blow and the nights grow dark, hearts light up once more. Children wait for Santa's sleigh, families decorate trees, and friends exchange gifts. But deep inside, the true magic of Christmas is not in the glitter or the presents. It is in the small things, the smile you share, the kindness you give, and the hand you hold. Because the real spirit of Christmas is the same as it was that first night in Bethlehem: love, peace, and hope. And if you step outside on Christmas Eve and look up at the sky, you might just see that same bright star twinkling above, reminding you of the night the stars sang and the world learned what love truly means. So, the lesson that we learn from this story is Christmas is not just about gifts or decorations, it is about kindness, love, and sharing joy. Every time we make someone smile, we keep the spirit of the first Christmas alive.